Hi, I'm Joel Warren, and I'm really looking forward to being with you shortly for the Come and See, Come and Dream retreat. And I thought I'd like to give you just a brief picture of what we're going to be up to that day. And I'd like to do it like this. There's this old movie, it's an old Charlie Chaplin movie, where Charlie is in his character as the tramp. And in this movie, Charlie's feeling very alone, he's feeling very empty inside, and he meets a young blind woman who is knitting. And Charlie's so forlorn, he's so attracted to her, he sits down next to her very closely and he leans into her. And he doesn't realize that a thread from his raggedy long underwear gets caught up in her knitting until it's too late, and then he begins to notice, hey, something important is missing. And it just becomes this fun little moment in this movie. But for me also, it's become a picture of our tendency, especially when we're feeling a little empty inside, when things are not feeling quite right in our lives, our tendency unintentionally to lean into other people's projects and to lean into other people's agendas, and sometimes to lean into other people's loud voices for who they think we're supposed to be and what they think we're supposed to be doing with our lives. Or maybe we lean into the voices of the culture and we lean into the values of the culture. Or unintentionally, we sometimes find ourselves leaning into the whispers and the temptations of the devil. So the antidote to leaning in this way becomes learning to lean in a different direction and to lean into God. Lean very closely into God's voice and to hear from God who God thinks we are, and to have firmed up inside our own sense of our core identity and our own sense of our personal call and our sense of God's dreams for us, which are already active in our hearts as desires and as yearnings. So this retreat, the Come and See, Come and Dream retreat, is this opportunity to intentionally lean into God's voice for us and to hear His dreams already at work in our hearts, for our vocations, maybe for our relationships, for our kids, for our marriages, for some life changes that maybe we're facing, or maybe some of us have dreams for some more interior peace around some of these heavy things that we've been carrying lately. And we would love to have a sense that God is present with us and God has a hopeful future for us. So, someone has said, you can easily lose a sense of God's voice by accident, but you're not likely to gain a sense of God's voice by accident. You have to be intentional. So this retreat, we spend time with intentional tools, and we make intentional space to listen for God's voice of love for us, for today and for a beautiful future. So there's lots more to say, but I think I just need to leave it at, I really think we're going to have a great day, and we're going to look at some beautiful scriptures around these themes. We're going to tell some stories, we're going to have some laughs, we're going to reflect, we're going to do some sharing. I think we're just going to have a great day with God and each other. So I hope you'll consider joining us, and I hope to see you there.